so suddenly, like we'll be okay.
Ulikuwa nyumbani wakati nakuhiti
we'll be okay. I can't confirm. Okay. I can't confirm, like whether apana, I can't confirm, but when it hits you, it happens so suddenly. Like it's like a thunderclap. Like we're here okay, and then all of a sudden I'm seeing, like 3 roots over there.
Chair socks.
And then here's the other problem.
Mimi na swali. Alafu kwa kila mmoja. Alafu naanza na wewe Ruti. Kwani bangi ni mbaya?
That's a good question.
No, niambie wewe mwenyewe. Kwa mtazamo wako.
Kwa mtazamo wangu.
Bangi ni mbaya?
I don't think so. But I don't advocate people take it, especially kids.
Sawa. Omosh.
Si mbaya, ni zile vitu watu wanafanya wakivuta.
Na wakilewa?
Same thing. Kwanza kulewa is even worse.
There we go. Ali, bangi ni mbaya?
Mimi sitasema bangi ni mbaya wala sitasema ni nzuri. Lakini
there's no in between righteousness and evil.
Lakini ina uzuri wake na ina ubaya wake.
Ukiuse au ukiabuse. Kwa sababu hivi vitu vitu tofauti. Hata sukari
ina hatari yake.
Ni nzuri ukiuse, ukiabuse inakupa shida. Sasa ninazungumzia matumizi ya bangi, sio abuse ya bangi. Bangi ukitumia ni mbaya. Maana tunajua inatumika hospitalini. Si ndio? Kwenye ICU si inapotumika huko. Tunajua. Watu ambao wanapata vifafa na nini, ukiangalia baadhi ya documentation na nini na ni kwamba kuna nguvu ya kisiasa kuliko uhalisia. Lakini nakuuliza wewe kwa ufahamu wako huo ulionao, bangi ni mbaya au la?
Bangi ya kuvuta haina ubaya sana. Bangi ambayo ni hatari ni hizi gummies na hizi cookies, hizi za kula. Hizo ndizo zina hatari. Na hizi hapa kama ushajaribu ndo utaelewa hatari yake.
It depends also on which one, right? Because there are different flavors that give you different effects.
Ni kweli, the different flavors that give you different effects, and those ones, the edibles, those ones you really have to know their potency.
Mimi nataka
tell us
Mika. Bangi ni mbaya au la?
Bangi si mbaya kidogo. Bangi si mbaya kidogo. Hakuna bangi. Wacha nikwambie pale nyinyi watu wamtumiangi kitu nyume tu mistake. You become so excited. Umepewa hivi edible, right? Unapewa hivi edible, alafu unafikiria ni pombe, utaikula ikuleweshe saa hiyo. Unaambiwa vizuri, take a bite, chuna kidogo.
Uroho.
Na wajisikizie, jisikizie for 1 hour. Ukifeel pali huko, sawa. Ukifeel unataka ongeza ingine kidogo. Nyinyi mnakulanga moja, mnakaa hivi dakika 5, sisikii, unarusha zingine 2 kwa mdomo. Mnazawi ni kacha chakula na digestion 1 hour. It will have to go through the whole digestive process. So at that 1 hour unajozuria bangi, you don't get overdosed with it. You just get high.
And I think I think edibles have a steeper learning curve than ile bangi ya kuvuta, because edibles, like bangi ya kuvuta, it does have, like even if you're new to the game, it does have some discomfort when you do it, but eating a cookie never has any discomfort. Eating half a cookie or eating a quarter cookie may not have discomfort. So that's where you get to that point where you have symptoms like suicidal thoughts.
Lakini kwa sababu ina makemikali, alisema Peter Tosh, Winston Herbert McIntosh alisema, once umeprocess, umeadd vitu vingine ambavyo havitakiwi. Nenda kachume, sokota kwenye gazeti, weka mambo hapo, uko sawa. Ukishaanza kuweka hizi kemikali nyingine, sijui eti tunaweka preservatives, sijui kuna sodium, na hivyo ndio vinawaua kuliko hata bangi.
Bandio is also a subject matter.
Can I read
the seeds that go pop, 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 pop.
Ida said, you're sitting super safe on this topic. Bandio, get them.
Higher.
But, let me tell you something. The thing is this. Right now, there's so much ways on how there's consumption of it, right? Because not everybody can smoke it.
Correct.
But the best way to consume it is smoking it. Because that is in edibles, but that for those nini zitoke, hizo tapenda zitoke, hizo chemical kina THC zitoke vizuri, right? Na hizo carbonate zitoke, it has to be heated at a certain temperature ndio activated from the plant.
Yeah.
So even for the edibles zokuwa imepikwa kwanza ndo akatoa hiyo oil ndo there's the edibles for you. But now the thing is, remember in edibles, when you're smoking it, you're getting maybe
20-something%.
24, and 24, that's a very potent weed.
I read about
24%
it.
it's a very potent weed, yeah. Una get karibu 17% of it and you're taking into it, right? Okay, kule edible,
100.
an edible, upati 17%.
Edible
unapata
ni mbaya.
100%.
Edible ni mbaya.
Are you talking from experience, Ali? Ali, are you talking from experience?
No,
Because
Ali was the Uber driver.
unaona venye anaongea?
No, Ali was the Uber driver,
no,
and he
guys.
had to deal with the passengers who were
Let me tell you.
inebriated.
Let me tell you, edibles, it's, and that's why I'm saying it has a learning curve. I can't reveal whether I'm talking through experience or whether I'm talking through someone else's experience. Yeah, but edibles, they take a learning curve. When someone comes and gives it to you in a Ziploc, and this guy was not the dispenser or the cook,
Proprietor.
the one who made it, you just automatically have to mistrust it. If you have to take a bite of that cookie, I advise you to start with a very, very small bite. And by very small bite, because this is what happens. This is what happens when you get. This is what happens. This is what happens.
What happened, Ali? What happened?
This is. I'm not saying this happened to me. Ngojeni, relax. I'm not saying this happened to me. You know, like I mean, I can't confirm whether it was me or whether it was someone I was observing. Yeah, but what happens when you take the edible? Tulizeni mbegu. This might be important advice. This might be very good advice to someone right now who's thinking of taking those cookies.
Okay.
When you take a bite of the cookie, and it could be a very small bite, like less than a quarter of the cookie, you'll be okay, or even half the cookie, you'll be okay for a period of up to 2 hours. So what tends to happen at that time, when you're feeling okay, nothing is happening, the tendency is I've not had enough. Let me take another one. And then what happens is that it hits you like a ton of bricks. So suddenly, like we'll be okay.
Ulikuwa nyumbani wakati nakuhiti?
We'll be okay. I can't confirm. I can't confirm. Like whether I can't confirm. But when it hits you, it happens so suddenly. Like it's like a thunderclap. Like we're here okay, and then all of a sudden, I'm seeing like 3 roots over there.
Chair socks.
And then here's the other problem.
But the middle one is always the right one.
Now you can't tell which one is the right one. You get to a point where hujui kama ukae ama usimame ama kama uende ama urudi, and then you get to that feeling. So you start getting to that point, and then unafika point where you want to express yourself. Someone is talking to you. You want to express yourself. You have all the ufasaha and fluency, but you can't bring those words out
of the cloud.
You can't bring those words out. And then here, ngojeni, this is very important information. You guys are joking, but this is very important information. So that's how it starts. That's how it starts. At a certain point, you're gonna get to a point where now you wanna lay down, but when you lay down, you feel like you wanna stand up, and when you stand up, you feel like you wanna go back to bed again. And then now this keeps going, and then it gets to Ngoja Mika. This is very important.
Revelation and
then Ngoja inafika point where now you start having suicidal thoughts. Yes, it gets there, and actually it's not even necessarily suicidal thoughts. You get to a point where sijui kama mshasikia mtu anaitwa malakul maut. Malakul maut ni malaika wa kifo.
Okay.
Now you start seeing, you get to a point where you feel like
Superman.
No, hapana, you get to a point where you feel like the angel of death is now in the room. He's just waiting for his time to take you. So in that situation that I'm talking about, which of course I can't confirm whether it was me or whether it was someone else.
Surely.
In that situation, so it was a situation where you're now contemplating, should I call 911? It's that far. Should I call 911? And then before you're calling 911,
you can't even see the numbers.
Yeah. So before even calling 911, unaanza kufikiria.
Middle one is correct.
No, before atakupigia 911, unaanza kufikiria, should I call mzazi? Because this is the point. These are my last few minutes. So should I call mzazi na nimwambie
I love you?
Yeah. Hapa ndo mwisho. Yeah. The thing I'll say this. The thing that saved that situation was an article on Huffington Post.
Ulisoma wapi?
Ilikuwa kwa Google. No, I mean inafika point, you know, like where unaanza ku Google cure for edibles na nini. So your article, the best part about that article, and I'm gonna find that article. The guy who was writing it knew everybody who's reading that article is going through an experience. So he started the article by saying the good news is that you're not gonna die. That was the start of the article. Okay. The good news is that you're not gonna die. Yeah, and anasema if you call 911, all they'll do is they'll pick you up, they'll take you somewhere. It takes up to 18 hours, and I can tell you, it takes up to 18, sometimes up to 24 hours for that. So after at the 12th, 13th hour is when inaanza kushuka polepole.